Yo, what's up? It's JJ. We are here at Dropbox's Black Box Theater in San Francisco. And today I'm tasked to take this one epic group photo of the A16Z cohort. So I'm excited to show you the behind the scenes of this photo shoot. So this is how I'm rolling, Bruno. This is I want you to see. I got so used to packing for Twitter events that everything had to be on rollers. So Pythagorean theorem is very important to measure your diagonals. So Ryan's here as well. Is going to be the easiest setup as far as having a rolling C-stand. I'll give that to you. So the quickest setup here is when I'm doing these large photos with limited time is I can't really set up all the lights in the world. And the plan here, which I've done for the last 2 shoots, is we're gonna go ahead and just boom one key modifier, and we're putting that into at least 4 different spots for this group photo. So Ryan's gonna boom it here, 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 step and repeat. And fortunately for this one, we are doing it in 2 photos and then stitching it to become a panoramic. Before, it was literally one large photo with 100 people. So this, by far, breaking it into 2 makes it a lot easier. So that's what we're doing today here at Dropbox. And that's pretty much it. And I'll set up the light. I think we could do the larger one. Okay. Yeah, we have space for it. So what I'm used to is these Godox 80 to T100. They're not by far the most powerful, but again, lighting source, the closer it is to the subject, you can actually achieve a lot more. You'll see that with 100 people, that this sub $300 light is really good enough. Yeah, it's like, so this one, I think in their lineup, there's a smaller one, and this is like the second one. Then they have the 400, 600, then you have the 1200 watt packs. But again, if you look at this, there's 6 lights in here. Actually, I lied to you. There are 5. Try doing that with a large strobe. So if you're traveling a whole lot, this whole thing fits in your luggage, and it's by far beautiful. So Ryan, I'm gonna mount this so that way all the weight is not on the head, on the top. So I will connect that for you. Oh, actually, minor mistake. Had a shoot and I didn't reset it back. So there's one key thing that's missing in my kit. So we're not gonna be able to mount the light on the column. So we're gonna put it back on its head. So I guess one important note is to make sure that when you're packing, let's reset because I found it, okay. We all woke up here at like 5:30, right? 6 o'clock, so, all right. So one thing I like about the Godox, the 82-100, is that you can actually remove the head. So instead of mounting it like this, all the weight is on the head, and we have to secure that. You can actually take this thing out. There's actually an extension pack that Godox has. You'll see what I'm doing right over here. I'm gonna mount this. This is the Utabit C-clamp. This by far is like the best accessory they can get for like 12 bucks. And you can see here, it has a couple of mounting points, and then you have this little guy. So if you have a light, if you have a camera, this could be your makeshift tripod, or you could just mount this almost anywhere. And I think that's 3 inches-ish, that you can mount this on a desk or on a light stand. And you'll see that I'll do it right over here. If you needed to, now at least you have an easier access for the battery, right? So instead of having it here, this thing is gonna be about like 6-7 feet high. Ryan or myself be like, hey, the battery's out, let's go ahead and change it out. So it's right over here. So we're keeping all that weight in the middle here. And then this part will eventually get mounted on here. All right. So you're starting. So I'm actually gonna mount this probably either here, but you tell me what's safer. So let's just assume that we were rolling right now. So we'll put the light modifier. It's actually going to be this way. So the umbrella goes this way, diffuser goes over it. And then that's like the, right. So when we're there, you're just gonna be rolling. So you can mount the light for now. For all you guys who are traveling, I did this comprehensive research and comparison of the best reversible light stands. Because again, look how compact this is. This actually can fit into your carry-on. So if you're needing a stand, this is the Matthews Murph stand. Has a payload of, I think, 9-ish pounds, but also balances out with how high you can go. So when I'm doing video, this is actually my go-to. Just to show you real quick, it's not the tallest, obviously. It's not a C-stand, but this is a Matthews Murph. That's pretty good. And again, depending on the lights that you're using, you probably don't need a sandbag. But if you had a little small bag, feel free to hang it over here. But again, this is the best one. I had a YouTube video like a long time ago, still getting them hits on them YouTube views, meaning I'm not getting paid, but you know, it's good. All right, this is the stand that you should be getting. All right, so other plan here that I'm doing is I have these two. Historically in the past, I haven't actually used additional lights. But if you take a look around here, the walls are all black. This is Dropbox's black box theater, and that matches, and that's fitting. So my thought here during this quick test is I'm just gonna aim this thing a little bit up, maybe around 45-ish, 50 degrees, just to get some fill, get some splash on the wall. Otherwise, it becomes this really big void. We'll see how that goes. Again, we have time, I think, by design, that we have time to just go ahead and see how we can set up and make this shot even better. It's roughly going to be like 45-ish degrees. And yeah, we can raise this a little bit higher for sure. And then we'll shoot a plate once this all is back. And then we'll just practice to see how that is. I'll probably use Bruno as a stand-in for that.
Get this position now.
Yeah, you can start with the first one. And then you'll see that with that large modifier, like honestly, 3 sections is probably gonna be good enough. Like 1, 2, 3. So the plan here in post is you shoot a plate, and then that way you have everything there. And Ryan's gonna go ahead and actually be much closer, roughly like here. And then we're gonna go each section. And then it becomes this meditative process in Photoshop. You have your little tablet, and then you're just looking at every person's face, and you're just masking out.
Show levels for Zoom call.
And you're just masking everything in post. Definitely lower, or like a smidge. Even maybe just the top one, so that way it's not so bowed out. They're only 200 watts, but I've never shot full power. So if that helps to put in perspective, these lights are pretty bright. If you're short like me, this $20 stool is clutch when traveling. 165 pounds, I'm working on it. It's good enough. Camera choice is the Pentax 645Z. This is a very old digital medium format camera. And what I'm using here is this big guy, which is a 28-45. And Pentax doesn't have that many lenses, but by far, this one here is really, really great. 1, size, it does matter. And 2, the image quality is by far really great. So a very, what's the word here? Underrated digital medium format camera. Optical viewfinder, 3 frames per second, of course, because this is a digital medium format. But as far as the quality wise and for the price now, you can have this camera for like $2,000. Think about that for Hasselblad Fuji has their GX, or no, pretty sure I forget, but Fuji has their own version as well, and those are great. But if you're looking for a bang for the buck, this by far, Pentax 645Z is really great. So a lot of the flashes are always labeled, literally with a label maker. It says A, B, C, D, and E. And on Godox, you can actually change this right away. So I know for sure my key light is going to be roughly half power. And I think I'm going to go ahead and set my ambient to roughly a quarter. And again, goal right now is to make sure that we are good when it comes to taking our test shots. One quick tip is dragging the shutter. So you can go ahead and actually make sure that you can expose properly for the subject, but you can also just drag the shutter to get some ambient. So that's what we do right now. Obviously way too dark. And right now this is the baseline because usually you would want to shoot f8. And you'll see here the reason why that we want the blinds back is because of that reflection. So we're gonna drag the shutter, we're gonna increase everything. And I'll show you right now that even at a crazy 1/10 of a second, we'll actually just see. And so we're trying to get all that back. So we're gonna just fine tune everything and we'll make our way there. So let's do 5.6, even at a slow, let me just show it drastic at a quarter of a second or a half second. And so easily we're getting that back in. And because of flash, technically they would be sharp, but that is drastic at a half second. So we're gonna try to make our way to that exposure just to balance out some floor and some ceiling. Parallel to the, yeah, there we go. And then that's good to mark. This is a no-no, guys. No open bottles on set. And also pet peeve, if you have a Sharpie, put your name on it. Let's not waste. Okay, do me a favor, Ryan, let's go and move. Let's move all these cushions out and just put on standby for now. I just feel like that might mess up people's heights if we actually have some people sit and some don't. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be a quick note about having a plate, especially with a group photo, because logistically it's gonna be really hard to capture everyone. And so by doing a plate, all you have to do is, it's like a paint exercise. You have a plate, then you have your photos of each individual, because obviously right now, with Ryan moving the light, that boom and that light modifier will be there. So all you have to do is take a plate, and then you put over your photos and you just mask it out. So it really becomes this exercise where you have a drink, you have music, and you're just doodling away. So we're gonna do a plate right now. All right, so Ryan, the same exact thing. We'll start from here since you're here already, and then I'll take a photo, and then you're just gonna be moving it over. Okay. All right. Other pet peeve of using gaff tape, just please fold one corner. I don't wanna use my nails. I clean my nails, you know what I mean? I don't wanna be digging on it, so just give me a little corner. Because look at that, I can just roll it out. That's all I want. Okay, perfect. Then we can move to the second. Cool, I'll have you walk out and hold, 3, 2. We'll take one more for safety. Cool, 3, 2, hold. Yeah, that's enough clearance. Cool. Let's go home. Cool. Okay. Two things that will increase your production value. An expensive ass cart. When I did eBay's headshots, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy the innovative cart. And 2, headsets. Anytime you roll with a cart and a headset, immediately your production value goes up. I don't think I'm gonna use that. I'm just making fun of our state of industry here, man. A rock and roller cart though, by far is the best value. And if you're needing to lug some stuff, you will definitely be able to carry more than innovative. Not a knock on innovative, because they do pack well. Just letting you know, bang for the buck, just get a rock and roller cart, know how to use some ratchet straps, and your shit ain't gonna fly off the streets like mine did once when I was crossing the street in San Francisco. Never forget, if you're loading up your cart, give it a shake test. If something is about to fall off, always have 2 ratchet straps in your car. That way you can secure all your shit. In front of you is gonna be like right in front-ish, but I'll have the microphone too with it. You guys can take out the tags for me. Hey guys, I'm JJ the photographer. You guys can take out the tags.
Right? Because I'm worried you might not fit everybody that's left in the second photo.
I see. Yeah, we can put them up. I mean, I just want to be able to space them out. I'll make sure that like the goal is they're kind of comfortable.
JJ, chance you can start on this side because these 2 guys have to get up at 10:30.
Yes. Yeah, we're actually starting there. Too. Good morning, guys. I'm JJ. I'm the photographer, and then this will actually be a lot easier because you guys are all seated. And the quick note is that we're going to be moving from left to right. So at the moment, when you see this light here, it's really meant for you guys to make sure that you guys all look good on camera. And then as it moves, meaning you guys are going to be in the photo, and then I'll be stitching this in post for Photoshop, okay? So we have plenty of chances to make sure that you guys look great on camera. I would say right away for you, miss, if you can move to your right, so that we're in the window. And it's not gonna be a big problem because as long as your whole entire face can see the lens, you are good. So at the moment, we are in stadium seating, so you're good. So you'll see here that I'll be doing a few photos, and then I'll be moving this light over, and then we're good, and we'll do the second batch. So thank you guys for this, and I'm excited to do this class photo for you guys. And again, I want to make sure that we're having a great take for each person's face. So let's do it. Cool. All right. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, and hold. And 3, 2, 1 more. Cool. And then go ahead and move to the right. And then for our last part here, thank you. To be fair on the last guy, can you just scoot in? We're just gonna, there we go. That's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Hold. The lukewarm applause, you know? I'll take it. For this one, right, you might actually raising the column like 2 inches. Just, we have me till 11. All right, guys, I'm starting on this side. So you guys are all in focus over here. And here we go. 3, 2, hold. All right, guys, so you guys are gonna be next here. And now you guys are gonna be on this side, right? And hold, 1, 2. And 3, 2, hold. Oh, I see. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna do this one last section again. And here we go, 3, 2, hold. Again, 3, 2. And this is gonna be our last part, guys. All right, these are for you guys, upper left corner. And 3, 2. Cool, thank you guys, that's it. So one of the things to look out for when it comes to posing a good photo is literally just their line of sight. I remind people that as long as your entire face, not just your eyes, it has to be your entire face, could see the lens, then they're on it. I actually wish I had the plate before they arrived. Yeah, keep it consistent. Again, 1, 2. Again, hold. 1, 2. Hold. And 1, 2. Cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I don't know if people do this, but this is what I do. After every gig, I get my SD card, one of them because it's recording both, and I put it in my pocket. I don't know if that's a bad idea, but you know, I have this fear being in San Francisco, even though I'm going straight back to the studio, is that if something were to happen, if I'm rolling down, God forbid I get mugged and my shit gets out there, I have it in my pocket. And I don't use a SD card holder or anything. I just literally pop one put in my pocket. That might just be me, so. But favorite part though is always the breakdown. So right now we are done with the photo. That took about a little bit longer than 20 minutes, only because we had 3 groups for this one. But otherwise, I'm very pleased with the overall shoot and how it unfolded. Things were as organized as it can be. So I'm excited to go ahead and go straight to post and get this thing delivered to the client. If you're looking for a handy case, as much as I love Pelicans, these little packs from Vanguard are by far the most versatile because it's just padded dividers that are inside. And then they also, as I mentioned, fit into both a carry-on and also a check-in. Not that I would checking in the lights, the lenses, and cameras, but it's convenient. Checklist after an event is that whatever you do, nature of habit is you recharge everything and you make sure that your entire kit is back in order, because there will be days or there might be times where you're on to the next shoot and you're like, oh shit, where's all my stuff? So the more organized you are in terms of pre-production, in terms of prep day, and everything's back to where it is, it'll become smoother for your next shoot. Thank you so much for watching the behind the scenes of this 100-person group photo.